Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sage. What is up? Kind of a travel video today. I want to talk about the US versus the UK, and I'm going to talk about 5 differences that you're going to experience if you go out there. Some of these are pretty obvious, but stick with me because there are going to be little nuances to it, even though it's an obvious difference. Like the first one I bring up, it's very obvious. The accent. All right, so in the US, we're pretty much fascinated by accents. I mean, we all love a good New York accent. People love that Wisconsin, Norwegian type accent. We like the Southern accent, the California, hey, what's up, dude? That accent is pretty cool to people. We all kind of imitate each other, and we love a British accent, don't we? Yeah, we love a British accent. And when we go out there, it's like it's fascinating, but it's pretty much because we're not exposed to it, and we're not used to it. It's not on TV all the time. It's not something we hear all the time. So we LA, the US is so spread out that we don't really get to hear all these accents. So when we hear them, we kind of fascinated. The UK is completely different. They are not impressed by the US accent. So don't go out there speaking loud, expecting them to say something like, hey, what part of America are you from? They could care less about your accent. They get overexposed from our accent. They hear it in their movies. They hear it on TV all the time. When I was out there, all they play on the TV is American shows. So they're used to it. It's like normal to them, our accent. And even their British actors, they're always like speaking in American accents or on American movies. So it's like they can just go back and forth between their accent and our accent. No big deal. Actually, when they hear our accent in person, they hate it. It sounds like nasally to them. It sounds loud and it just sounds annoying. And it's kind of like if we hear a Russian accent in America, like we're not impressed by a Russian accent. They're not impressed by American accent. So yeah, don't go out there thinking you're going to impress them or it's a big deal because they don't care about our accent. But we do care about, if you guys are from Britain and you come to America, you're going to get a lot of props. A lot of people are going to be kissing your butt because of your accent. We love your accent. We love all accents. We're the accent people. All right. Second thing, let's talk about attractions. Attractions. Now, if you come to the U.S., we got basically the world beat with our attractions. We got the Grand Canyon. We got the Statue of Liberty, right? We got the Hollywood sign. We got stuff that will floor you. When you look at it, you'll just be staring at it like, wow, We got Niagara Falls. We got all these like Disneyland and all these theme parks and just stuff, even like little stuff that you see on TV that when you see it in person, you're just going to be like, wow, I can't believe this thing actually exists. That's America, where we got the attractions. The UK, you know what, dude? This is okay, but it's not on the same level. It's not on the same level. So, in the UK, like in the north part of the UK, like in Scotland and Ireland, you got a bunch of castles, but that gets old pretty quick. You see 1 or 2 castles and you're getting tired of castles. You're not going to be standing in line going up those long spiral stairs over and over again. You're going to get bored. So the castles they're overhyped. And then they got the what else? The British people, they got the Stonehenge, but that's in the south. That's at the bottom of the UK. And you look at it, you stand in line, you look at it and you go, okay, that's Stonehenge. Yeah, I see it. And then you walk away. It's not like, wow, it's not huge. It's not like big. It's probably about the size of a regular U.S. house. And it's just a bunch of stones. It's not like the Grand Canyon where you're just looking at it like, what the hell? What am I watching? What am I witnessing here? This is really phenomenal. So yeah, they got that. Then you go to London, you got, Buckingham Palace, kind of dirty looking palace, and Westminster Abbey. And, yeah, I like Westminster Abbey. Big Ben. Big Ben is about the size of a house, too. It's real small. It's not big. And, you got the Thames River. It's real dirty. Real dirty, man. It's like a mud river. That's what it looks like in real life. And Tower Bridge, London Bridge. And, yeah, it's okay. You're going to pretty much go to London and be shopping, going to plays, and just experiencing the city. You're not really going to go for the attractions. Same as the rest of the UK. But U.S., we got them beat with the attractions. All right, let's move on to food. Food, American food. Friendly service. You go in a restaurant, You know, the wait staff run up to you. You just we go in the restaurant, we stand by the door, and people come up to us, hey, can we help you? And blah, blah, blah. And they take you to your seat. They sit you down. They bring you free water. Basically kiss your butt, bring you the menu. You eat, you know, it's good. It's good times. We're used to that. We're used to that service. You go to London or anywhere in the UK, it's not going to be the same. It's not the same level of service in the restaurants. In terms of the food, you will find American food everywhere. A lot of American restaurants are out there. You're not going to find much different in terms, like, you're not going to get any exotic foods in London or in England. It's going to be the same type of food, but the service is not going to be the same. There's no free refills, right? There's no free water. There's nothing free. There's going to be no ice in your drinks unless you ask for it. And no one's going to welcome you when you walk into the restaurant. They're going to be just busy doing stuff, and you're going to have to walk up to somebody and say, can you seat me? And they're going to look at you and go, have a seat yourself. Sit anywhere. We'll come up to you. That's how they talk to you. So it's a little bit different in terms of service, so expect that, okay? You know, they say you don't have to tip, but I tip because I'm American. I'm used to tipping, so we're going to probably tip, but, you know, a little bit different in terms of the food service and food in general out there. All right. Let's move on to the weather. This is easy. We got the extremes in America. If you go in the winter, it's going to be cold, basically no matter where you are. If you go in the summer, it's going to be hot no matter where you are. And it's going to be super hot or super cold. And it's always subject to change at any moment. Really, you know, really erratic kind of extreme weather. In the UK, it's always cold and wet. I don't care if you go on July 31st, it's going to be cold and wet in July. No matter what time you go, it's the same. If you go in winter, it's going to be cold and wet. It's always going to be 50 degrees, cold and wet, period. Every time you go outside. So dress for that, okay? Always have a sweater, a jacket, a beanie. That is just your common, everyday clothes out there. So just be bundled up. It's always winter out there, always. All right. That's no, you know, weather, of course, but just keep that in mind. And the last thing is the public transportation. All right, so in the U.S., we really don't have cities designed for public transportation. The only city I could think of is New York. If you go to New York, you don't need a car. You could Uber or take a cab, or you can do the subway in New York. But anywhere else, anywhere else, you're gonna have to rent a car. You can't rely on the public. Any other U.S. city, you're going to have a car, period, except for New York City. And so when you come out here, get a car. In England, it's excellent public transportation. You don't need a car. No matter where you are in that country, you're good. So they have trains that run like literally every 2 minutes. Like I remember I go out there, I miss a train, and I'm upset because I missed a train. And literally, they have like a little sign that says the next train is coming in 2 minutes, and it counts it down by the second. It's like by the time you sit down, you look up and the train is coming. It's quick. And those like big bin buses, those big red buses, they come like every 2 minutes too. You're constantly like getting on those buses and trains, and Uber's always there. If you want to Uber, Uber's right around the corner as soon as you like order it. It's that quick. So you don't need a car in London at all. You can walk around. All the streets are like, you can walk around, or you can do public transportation, no problem at all. 24 hours a day, it's right there available for you. So anyway, those are the 5 biggest differences between the US and the UK. And I'll be out there for all my UK friends. I'll see you out there in November. Talk to you guys later. Peace.